podcast. This is a good night.
Let you know. Let you know. Let you know. Let you know.
Boy, you gotta get over there, man. You doing too much.
With the intro, brother.
Huh?
Talking to Eric.
What's going on, Eric?
What happened? It didn't come on. It didn't come in.
And then did it, brother.
Ah, yes. I didn't get it on my side, man.
That brother's still working on that broadband.
I'm about to say everybody else got it, but it's all right, man. What's up, man?
Man, listen, I don't know. It didn't come in. It didn't come in on my side. But welcome.
Just give us an intro. We don't need to know all this. Give us your intro.
Yes. Welcome to the Let You Know podcast. I'm your host, ZK, in the building. And I got a nice little panel here today. And I got the NOO in his house. Down here, I got my man, Kerry, a.k.a. Player D. Tell him what's up with you, man. Tell him what's up with you.
Oh, man, ain't too much going on. Just living and being a parent, man. That's all. Staying out the way.
Ain't that the truth? You ain't never lied, brother. You ain't never lied.
Down here in Dallas, man. So you gotta stay on your P's and Q's out here, man.
Everywhere in the planet, it seems.
I heard, man. It's crazy. I got my man Keon over here. What's up? What's up, Keon?
Y'all? How y'all living?
Man, you already know. Like my man said, we doing the parenting thing, trying to stay out the way, trying to get to the bag.
Good, man. How you doing?
For sure.
But no, I'm glad y'all could come on here, man. We really want to talk about some hip hop shit tonight, and so we figured, hey, why not have some niggas that actually did it, doing it? You know what I mean? We got young, we got from the old school, our age. So some topics in it. You know what I'm saying? But what's the one we gonna jump through, Eric? What's the first one we want to jump to?
That broadband.
Let's talk
again.
about the Jim Jones beef, man. I know it's been out there, man. Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Said that broadband. Can you hear me?
And they got open get some Wi-Fi. But now Jim Jones.
I don't know. I don't think
seem to be beefing again, my nigga. Again, this ain't the first time. Ain't the first time.
Do y'all think it's like publicity or is real beef between them?
I mean, at this point, I think it's real.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think it's murder, but I think it's like, fuck you and fuck you.
Man, them cats too old for that, man. They just sit down somewhere.
your audio sounds crazy.
I agree with Brad.
Man, I feel you on that too.
They a phone call away from each other. There's no reason to be even doing all that shit for real, man.
I say that because the stuff I'm seeing in this Dallas and Fort Worth music scene and really everywhere, man. These young bucks, man, they have no direction. They just killing each other over the music. Man, I remember back when I was in it, the music kind of brought the hoods together. This stuff got them. This stuff is dividing them even more. And I don't understand I don't understand the demonic forces that's in the music right now. But man, it's at an all-time worst.
I agree with him, man. Coming from
damn, it's crazy like that down there.
Yeah, we just had a crazy murder down here.
Go ahead, Keon. Go ahead.
One of the rappers down here was at the car wash with his 5-year-old daughter Monday morning, and cats rolled up on him and killed him and the daughter. So yes, it's up down here.
Is that the Get Money Ronnie boy or something like that?
Yeah, Lil Ronnie. Yeah,
Lil Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronnie. I heard about that too, man. That's crazy. They got him in the car.
Talking about that last time, and we was also talking about because not too long ago, the boy, what's the other man got hit the same way? Them they're in traffic in the highway out there. They're scared to come outside. What's his name?
Mo 3. Yeah,
Mo
Mo
3.
3.
Mo
Yeah,
3.
that was.
So it's
Yeah,
like
that was some other extra stuff, boy. They was living it up down here for about 5 years on that beef.
Man, it like you said, it ain't stopping. It's more than it seems like it's more than just music. Whatever else these niggas doing on the side, because a lot, just keep it 1,000. A lot of these niggas got one foot in and one foot out. You know? So even though they record music, they out here selling bowls, moving work, whatever the fuck these niggas is doing on the side. On top of the jealousy that you already gonna have for you, you know, your kitty gonna hate you more than anybody else. Before you get popping, they gonna try. Then you fucking my bitch or whatever. Car better than mine. Fucking my bitch. Your jewelry better than mine. You got more money than me. Niggas start hating you. Nigga, they didn't know you first. Oh, that nigga ain't like that. Grew up with that. Ain't like that. Grown man down. Shit done changed.
Yeah. Y'all got some feedback going on? Where y'all at?
I think that's my man right here. You got on your mic, Keon. You got a lot of feedback, a lot of mushing and stuff. That's why I had to meet you because it's coming through in the back.
Okay, he said, hold on. Yeah, I was like, I was wondering where that was coming from, man.
Like he was doing a fire or some shit. I don't know. It looks like he was.
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what was going on with his audio going over there. It was sounding crazy. But yeah, that Jim Jones beef, man, you right, man. They need to sit their ass down, man. They too old to be beefing like that.
Yeah, I think Cam is doing it to try to get some brownie points because he out there beefing with everybody. Jim Jones, Ocho Cinco. Man, come on, Cam, you better than that, player.
Yeah, I was talking to my man earlier. I feel like Camron's almost turning into what Jay-Z was, where Jay-Z was almost looking down on niggas. Like, I'm better than you niggas. You niggas are still rapping. You know what I mean? You niggas, you still gangbang, nigga. You still gangbang. Yeah. Sports show. I'm selling sex juices and shit. I feel like Cam kind of looked down on now and shit.
It's too much money. It's too much money to be beefing like that over dumb stuff, though, man. Get the money, man.
Oh, they both. That's what's even crazier. They both getting to the money. Jim Jones just walked out. Oh boy, on the fight. They both getting money. They both doing well financially.
Yeah.
This is some personal shit. This is some.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah.
Like what? Why you even say that? Why you even do that?
Right.
And the same. And funny thing though, him and Mace went through the same thing. They you know what I mean, he did the same thing to Mace really, but Mace and him hooked back up or whatever.
Yeah, Mace got to get any bag he can right now.
Mace and Oracle came out. That changed a lot of shit. I don't know if niggas listen to that, but that Oracle diss record to Cam shut shit down. What? Two Kings, since you the younger crowd, do you listen to Jim Jones?
They said he a young YN.
No. No.
You say he's a young YN. Who?
Yeah, they said he an old YN on the Breakfast Club
old
not
YN?
too long ago.
He is.
Yeah. He said he likes that. He cool with it.
Yeah.
Not only that, I don't know how much he said. He said that he want to get in the ring with Cam for something million.
10 mil. Said I'll box your head off for 10 million.
That boy been hitting the gym. He ready to go. He ready to go.
It's the same Jim Jones that we remember running from niggas at Rucker Park though.
Well, point. Shit, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, we could play like Jim Jones.
Well, let me ask y'all this.
All right.
Yeah. He just got thousands. He got a lot of. He got people behind him, so he can stick his chest out a little bit, you know. But I want to ask y'all this. You know, the state of rap right now is I don't know. some people loving it and some people's hating it. Since we got two different generations, I'm gonna start with you, Kerry, man. What you think of the state of rap is right now?
As a mature adult and as a parent, I hate it. I wish that the culture kind of would take a back seat right now and kind of regroup and get back to the root, get back to the foundation of what it was. It's too violent, and it's nothing positive that's coming out of it. And I kind of blame that on the media because the media likes to see the black men against each other, and they pay for that. And the people that you actually can get some knowledge from, that's pushing some positive stuff, they don't put the money behind that. So you really got to dig deep and search and find those independent artists that are trying to kick the knowledge. You got to find them when the negative stuff that's pushing killing, murder, sex, and drugs, they bring that to the forefront, and that's all you see all day long. So our kids are that's what they see, so that's what they're gonna feed into, and that's just where we are right now. But yeah, I hate it.
In the young boys' defense, though, we grew up where, you know what I mean, where they said you can't talk about it if you ain't live it, right?
Right.
And so now that these young boys is actually living it and then rapping about it, it's like these young boys is the realest rappers of all time, to be real. If we're gonna be technical, niggas talk about Tupac as the realest nigga and all this stuff, but you could say Young Von realer than Tupac. You could say a lot of these niggas that are saying what they doing on these records is that's what you consider real, because that's what a lot of these niggas consider a real nigga, is by saying you're gonna do some shit standing on business, carrying a oo-wop with the long moon clip and all that stuff is what they consider a real nigga. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if we gonna say that, we can't have it both ways. We can't have studio gangsters and make fun of them for being studio gangsters, and then the real gangsters is making music now, and then we mad at it. Like, we can't
Right.
have it both ways. You feel me?
Yeah, we can't be hypocrites at all. I agree with bro.
Yeah, but who is that real to though? Like, it's only in our community that this stuff is going down though. You
Right.
don't see the Red Hot Chili Peppers running up on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I
It's,
mean, what are we really proving with
my answer
keeping
to
it real?
that, so I didn't mean to cut you off, but my
Like,
answer to that would be hip hop and rock and roll. One started in the streets, and one is always coming from the street. The street aspect of hip hop is always gonna rule over the pop. So the Red Hot Chili Peppers don't have, or rock and roll doesn't really have any street culture into it. Not saying that I don't know their backgrounds, and they could have been some dope boys. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that's not what their music about. That's not what their culture about. So it's like we gonna get with the, for example, like you said, there are artists that speak knowledge and speak of positivity, but they don't nobody wants to hear that. They want to hear the shoot 'em up, bang bang, turn around, twerk it, shoot 'em up, bang bang. That's a hit right there. Record that. Yeah. That's a hit right there. You put the right beat to it. But anyway, yeah, that's what they want to
It's a
hear.
lot of it's a lot of gospel rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they don't even have to be gospel. I mean, there's
So let's
there's
let's
people
hear
that
from the young guy.
I agree.
Go ahead. What was you saying? Go ahead.
No, we talking about me or
Kerry.
okay.
no,
Go ahead,
I was just
Kerry.
saying
What were you saying?
no, I was just saying it don't
Yeah, I
have to
was
be
talking to Kerry. Go ahead.
yeah, it don't have to really be gospel. I mean, it's just, there's some street facts that you can put out there. Teach these kids how to buy some land, or, you know what I'm saying, get some life insurance. So if you are a gangster, keeping it real, your mom ain't out here having to sell these real fish dinners when the streets catch up to you, because eventually it's gonna happen. So how real is that when you keeping it real with pulling up and blowing, but then when that yapper catch you, your family can't even put you in the ground.
And don't got the money to bury you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's real. And that happened too often. Really, it happened too often.
Yeah.
Even rappers that we thought had some money, shoot, you find out they died broke.
So
Oh
Keon,
yeah.
what you think? What you think, Keon?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I
So
agree
what you
with
think,
everything
Keon?
what Gary said, man.
What you
Like,
think, Keon?
but
You the
we
young
gotta
guy in the
realize.
group.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. No, I agree with everything what
Yeah.
Gary said,
Yep.
man. Honestly, when it comes to that shit, man, because at the end of the day, we gotta realize too, times change. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. So that's just what it is as of right now. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta promote that and trying to get, a bag behind that shit because like y'all said, they don't want that positive ass shit. And then when they do, I mean, they just make fun of the shit. So
Yeah,
you almost like you forced to um you know, be kind of delusional in this sense, because like
So why
that's
is
just
that though?
that's just
Why
what
is
you got to
that?
do.
because there's a
Why
way.
is that? Honestly,
I think there's a way
because
about
that's
that.
what they pushing. That's
Yeah,
what they pushing. So
like Keon said, who wants to hear a song about life insurance, or who
that's
wants
what
to?
I'm saying. But it's
That's not
real though. Like
important.
people don't.
But what I think it goes is once the rapper
Right.
becomes who he is, then
Right.
and I got your attention. Now I can do
Right.
hey, tune into this. This can teach y'all how to do this or teach y'all how to do that. But through the music, I don't see it happening through
Right.
the music.
Right. He's right.
If
That's what
that
they
makes
pushing, man. Um, yeah, they going off the views. They going for the cash. Like whatever y'all want me to do. I mean, it's modern day slavery, man. It's just whatever they want. I mean,
no,
we just got to do.
no brother, it's not slavery. It's supply and demand. It's simply supply and demand.
Yeah,
If everybody wants to smoke weed and I'm selling coke, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna make no money.
Mm-hmm.
that's real. Right, right. You said it. No, you said it right. Right,
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. People, if I come out with I don't care who. If Drake come out with an educational album tomorrow, I don't care if you're the biggest rapper in the world or what you are. Nobody want to hear that shit.
nah,
But as being the biggest rapper in the world, if you do a seminar about, hey y'all, yeah, like you just said, Kerry, hey, I got a seminar coming in 20 states about life insurance and how y'all need to get y'all shit together. They gonna come to that. They gonna come to
Right.
that. But they don't want to hear you singing and rapping about it. That just comes off as corny,
so
in
if we
my
want to
opinion.
go back to that, rapping about positive shit, shit that got substance. What can we do? Like, do we got to start a trend? Like, nah, we ain't doing that no more. Like, how can we do that?
It's actually a trend going on right now. I don't know if y'all heard of the rapper D1,
Yep.
but yeah,
Yeah,
he's starting to push that thing, and it's catching on a little bit. But I think it's just too far gone right now.
yeah,
Um, and it's hard to drown out.
Yeah.
right,
That because, like you said, that's where the money is.
yeah,
That's what they gonna push. And with D1, like in his narrative,
Mm-hmm.
you really got to dig in and find.
Like and almost like you were saying, you almost got to change the mentality of the consumer. You
Mhm.
gotta let
yeah,
the consumer know that hey man, we not like if we go back like Keon, how old is you two Keon? You're early 20s, right?
yeah. 20. Yep, yep.
So
27.
he doesn't he probably don't remember or unless he did his own research. He probably don't know about before niggas was wearing gold chains. Niggas was wearing beat with the Africa logo on all that shit.
Yeah,
Right,
That jewelry shit was not cool. That shit was some we don't that shit is corny. Hip hop was not on that. Hip hop wasn't
right,
I
on no
definitely
name
remember that.
brands and doing commercials and being popular. That's not what it was. Now
right,
it's a whole other mentality. He said just get the bag, get the money no matter what. If you
right,
sold out back in the day, niggas wasn't fucking with you for selling out. Like MC Hammer, Kid and Play, they was rappers that wasn't talking about killing and shit. Some of the biggest rappers ever. Niggas had their own cartoons. Niggas had lunch boxes
right,
and all.
yeah,
right,
yeah.
So it can be done, but then, like you said, what you go across time that once that West Coast gangster stuff came in, everything changed. Everything changed.
yeah,
Can I speak to Elijah, please?
yeah. I agree with that. I do.
Yeah, D1 is like a needle in the haystack. It's like, man, it's hard to find him. Like even that he's on social media right now, sometimes you really got to go like find him to look for him.
I disagree.
So,
I disagree with that, bro. I
but
really
what I
do.
want, you do,
I do. I do. I
you
disagree with
do.
that. And people just don't want to hear it. We know who Common Sense is. What murder song is Common? made? Who was Common killed in a song?
Yeah.
Who was
Ice Cube.
Smoke Talib Kweli killed in a song? These niggas
Right.
are around, don't sell records.
You said Ice
That's real.
Cube.
That's real
Yeah,
though.
they had their beef. Common, Ice Cube, and Common and LL Cool J. Yeah, they got down,
And that's
but
battle.
they
That's
kept
battle.
it on. They kept it in the studio though. It
Right.
never
Right.
touched the streets like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
But it's like yo, nowadays you got what I hate is when I hear a rapper say this, man, nigga make a song about me. Nigga, nah, fuck all that rap shit. I gotta see that nigga. It's like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
Over some words?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Where
not
I'm
even
from,
about
we don't battle
competition no
rap. We
more.
don't battle rap where I'm from.
Right.
This. Like, my nigga, well, go do something else, my nigga.
Right.
right. Yeah.
This ain't for you. This ain't for you, man.
Imagine a basketball player being on the court saying, hey man, nigga, a nigga do this to me, nigga. I'm fighting that nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. It's on. It's like, nigga, we all
Right.
playing the same sport, my nigga. What's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's
That's
real
some real
shit.
shit, man.
I don't like that. And which brings me to our last point, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Look at he over there keeping knowledge over there.
What?
All right, so I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all this. You know, it's a lot going on. We got like two different generations going on, and I know Kerry, you said you was getting ready to start you something going on with you and your son as far as like the age gap between generations. So I wanted to ask y'all. We had a show where we was talking about, you know, who's a great lyricist, you know, who can rap, and we kind of brought up the Wu-Tang Clan. Now, Keon, I don't know how familiar, you know, with you with the lyrics of Wu-Tang. I know you probably heard some of their songs, but like, what do you think of their lyrics? Like, have you ever dove in and actually listened to some of their lyrics?
I'm not gonna hold you, man. I'm not gonna speak on nothing I don't know. I only
Keon,
heard a couple of shit,
can you
but
hear me?
I can't really answer that because I don't really know. So I can't speak on it.
Let me ask you this, Keon. To hell with the
Okay.
Wu-Tang Clan. Just your own personal opinion. Who would you say is one of the best lyricists you've ever heard?
Out of the group right there,
No. Fuck Wu-Tang. Just ever that you ever heard personally.
honestly, to keep it real with you, who I acknowledge over time is Lloyd Banks.
The
That boy
PLK.
is silly with the bars. Like not only
PLK.
that, he's just his cadence, like all that, like that boy is tough, and he get overlooked every time just due to 50 shitting on him and all that shit. Like that boy is tough to me personally.
And real lyricists know that the PLK, the Punchline King, he's the real deal. Like you said, he's not a popular rapper, but he's there. He when you put that pen to the paper, he's one of the best. You're right. You're right. Now, if you compare Lloyd Banks' skill and talent towards to a nigga like Future, it's like it's earths apart, right?
Right,
But one is selling crazy and one's not selling,
right,
which
right,
would make one say, why am I taking my time writing these raps that are crazy and thought provoking or whatever, when I got a nigga on a chorus going and selling records.
right.
I think that's where the age gap thing comes, where niggas are like, yo,
Yeah,
what is going on out here? And what do
right.
you guys say as a young one that you understand it too? Because I know you like what's going on now, and like you said, you understand lyricism. So where do you think that gap is at? What's causing that gap right there?
Man, honestly, it just go back to like I said, man. Times change. That's the thing, man. So it's just kind of hard to trying to put the two together, man. Because honestly, everybody, you gotta understand, people don't got like a long attention span no more. Everything's so damn short. So if it got a good beat, a good chorus, and it's not taking too long, they rocking with it. So a nigga like Lloyd Banks or anybody in that group, they gonna be like, man, turn that shit off, man. I ain't trying to hear all that old shit. That's just what it is. So I'm thinking maybe the old, like, you know, I'm not gonna say old, but you know, the veterans that's in the game, they got really start embracing the you know, the younger generation and kind of, you know, do a collaboration. Like they got to come to like a middle. They got to meet 50-50. So it just at least get that spark, that idea. Like, oh, okay, they cool. Like perfect example, like you said, Lloyd Banks and Future. If Future was on the chorus, is, you know, make that shit sound good or whatever, and a nice little beat, and then let, you know, Lloyd take over the verses and shit. Then that's when they'd be like, okay, that nigga actually snapping.
What
But
you're
just
talking
him by
about,
himself, I don't feel like it's
right?
gonna work.
What you're talking about is what DJ Khaled is famous for, basically.
Right.
You taking everybody, you blending all this shit together and say, I wonder what this would sound like with this.
Yeah.
And I agree. But the funny thing about what you said is, you take the
Yeah.
generation, our generation, and the generation before that, they gonna say the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. The 80s and the niggas that started this shit, they gonna
Right.
say, hey man, y'all niggas is on some gangbanging, shoot 'em up shit. We was talking some real shit, and that gap never really got bridged between the 80s and the
Gotcha.
90s. You know what I mean? They never really did no music together like that. Why you think that
Right.
is?
Man, that's a good ass question. Honestly, man, I don't know. I'm gonna pass it. I don't know. I don't.
What you
I
think?
really.
What you
I
think,
can't
Kerry?
do that.
I wish I had the answer.
See what I'm
Because
saying? That's hard.
yeah, it's like you got millions of dollars. You can do whatever you want to in the studio. You got control. He's like, yo, why won't I go get Melly Mel and throw Melly Mel on this song with why not? What could it
The
hurt?
it has
True.
been done a few times,
Mm-hmm.
but it also goes back to that's not what the push.
Right.
This is what's
And
gonna, this is what's gonna make you
Mhm.
sick, Carrie. This is what's gonna make you even sicker. You know who did do it recently?
talk to him.
The white boy. The white boy, Macklemore.
Oh,
The white boy
Yeah.
went and
Yeah.
embraced the OGs
Yeah,
before we
man.
did.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, he did.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
They was doing they was doing their research. They was doing their
It's a
research
crazy
for
it's a
sure.
crazy thing, you know. Yeah, with that gap, it's crazy. Um, I don't know, man. That's $1 million. That's $1 million. But that's the thing with black people though, man. Like black people in groups. If you notice, any great rap group, at some point they always break up
Mm-hmm.
because our ego and our pride, man.
Right.
We
Yeah.
can't work together like that for some reason. It's something in our mind that says if he's getting more shine with me, we can't work together. Now he's the op or something. Man, I never understood that. But I went through it. I went through it with my group. It's just what it is, man.
True.
Bro, like you said, it's not even just music. It's like in our culture. You making 500,000, I'm making
It
200,
is.
but I'm just
I don't know what it is either.
But to answer
we
your question, I'm more I'm starting to think about it, bro. It's like you probably right. The younger generation just really got to do their homework, bro, and they really not doing that. If they was to embrace the old school and then put a little new spin to it, then we can probably combine the shit. But they not doing that. They on their own little lane. They like fuck all that. This is what's going on now, and we gonna rock with it. But that's what I'm saying. Like us as a black people, anyway, we set the trend on anything. I mean, we the most copied motherfuckers alive for real. So if we just push the trend, like we can really do it for real. We just got to be on the same accord, and that's the problem with us blacks. Like motherfuckers doing something over here, motherfuckers doing something over there. But if we combine that shit, I mean, we can do it. But we just really got to be in the same accord.
like if I instead of getting Chris Brown on the hook like everybody else, why not
Right,
as a young,
right,
let me get you Sweat on the hook. Fuck it. Let me
right,
go
right.
just to see what it do. Fuck it.
Exactly. Right.
Let me ask you a question. If we had the power to put the thing together, old school, new school, who you think would drop a great album?
Ooh, I got
Whew.
something. I got some shit.
Who want to start on that one?
Ooh.
If you let me go, I'll drop it right now.
Go
Come
ahead.
on.
Give me, give me,
come
give
on,
me,
NWO. Come on,
give me Young
NWO.
Thug and give me Max B.
Woo! You talking about melodic?
Really?
You said Young
That's
Thug and Master
a
P.
crazy
Max B.
combination.
Max B.
Max B.
No,
That boy, you talking about melodic? That can go. That can go. I can see it.
I would want to hear that.
that's a crazy that's a crazy
You say
one,
you don't want to
man.
hear that?
That's a crazy one.
I would like to
No,
hear
I said
that.
that's a crazy pairing though. That's kind of crazy.
I can see it though.
Who next?
Ooh.
Give me something else.
I'm trying to think over here. Like, woo.
What
That's
about
tough.
what about
That's
Miss
tough because
Missy Elliott?
it's a lot of good
Elliott and that new girl Doshi.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be dope too.
Um,
I think Missy
on the
Elliott
west side,
with
on the west
anybody
side of
be
things,
dope.
like since they got that AI shit, I mean, I know he dead now, but probably like a Nate Dogg and Roddy Rich.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I know he's
Ooh.
dead. Rest in peace to Nate
Yeah,
Dogg. But if they find a way like to do that
sound
AI
too
shit
bad.
and have like Nate Dogg and Roddy Rich, because Roddy Rich, I mean, he just I'm not gonna say he the new Nate Dogg, but they was melodic as hell. You know what I'm saying? That can work for sure.
That would be hard. I would like
Whoever's
that.
on the chorus, whoever's on the verse, that will work.
Yeah, that's a hit. Nate Dogg don't make if you I don't even know a nigga that didn't make a song a hit with Nate Dogg.
Right. Right.
Except Lloyd Banks.
God, dog.
Eric
I
gonna say,
fuck with Lloyd
hey,
Banks, and
brother,
I
we're
fuck
gonna
with
say
Banks.
something about Lil Uzi or something. Mama, that woman, why?
No, I can't. I can't even see an old school nigga doing nothing with Lil Uzi.
Man, please.
I fuck with
Hell no, that ain't
I
gonna
ain't
work.
bringing.
I'm talking about, bro. He already know what I'm talking about.
I ain't.
Hey, I like Uzi. I like Uzi.
Yeah, nah. I pass.
Yeah, that's too
Don't
fast.
get me
Though.
wrong. Uzi is talented. Don't get me wrong. He talented. He talented,
Yeah.
man. But sometimes, man, he sound like he's on drugs a little too much, man. He's slurring
Go ahead,
words
let him know,
together.
man.
Why? That's what he sound like when he be rapping.
No.
That's what he sound like when he be rapping.
Like
From
our era,
He sound crazy, man.
who was some niggas that from our era would you say was like weird like that? Like who was just like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga on?
I ain't even gonna lie. I thought the Wu-Tang Clan was weird. I've never been an East Coast cat really, so that yelling and jumping around and ha 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 ha. I wasn't with that. I wasn't with that at
Onyx.
all.
Onyx.
The Onyx, he said the Onyx. That's funny.
Yeah, I would definitely
Hell
say
no.
Onyx, man.
Hey,
Onyx is kind of crazy.
Sticky
too,
Fingers
man.
still one of my favorite rappers of all time.
See, I
I got another duo though. Are y'all familiar with Larry June at all?
Oh yeah.
I'll probably say like Larry June and E40 or something.
Yeah, that can work. I can see that work.
I was thinking Larry June, whoever reads bedtime stories, because he put me to sleep every time I listen to him.
Really?
That
I knew you
nigga
gonna say
that was off. Him and Currency, nigga, I will go to sleep on that shit, nigga.
Yeah, bro. He never will fuck with.
It ain't that they trash. It's just that vibe makes me want to.
Right.
That vibe of their music makes me want to lay down.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, they
I
just
like
too
I
laid back.
like
So, Kerry, we never got to ask you, man. We
Man.
never got to ask you who you think is a dope lyricist out here.
Ask the question again.
I said, who you think is a dope lyricist out here?
Man, I don't like the new generation. I don't really. I think the person I can't. Old boy's name is drawing a blank to me, but him and Starlito used to rap together.
Don Tripp.
Don Tripp. That's my guy right there, man. He goes He go crazy.
Yeah. I like Von.
Yeah, he go crazy.
Yeah, he do. He do. Yeah, he do.
But as far as lyrics, these new cats, I don't think they don't take the time to really put lyrics together. They just rap.
Right.
You know, it's
Give them a dope
whatever
beat, and that's it.
I
whatever
think
the beat is, they go and then
Mm-hmm.
they find they find their rhythm, and almost every song pretty much sound the same. If you I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all are familiar with Big X the Plug from down in
Yeah.
Dallas. I
yes,
mean, you
Yeah.
listen to him, all of his stuff is the same.
the same.
Yeah.
And he's
Who is
not
it?
good. Not a good rapper.
The
He's very
Baby, same thing.
his beats is
Yeah.
crazy, but it's the
Oh
same
yeah,
the whole time. You're right. I
Yeah.
said the same when that album came. I said it's good. It sounds good, but he ain't saying shit. And
at
every song
all.
is the same. Exact same.
But they get money,
And
man.
what's
They
the other
get
dude?
money.
Well,
What's the
Texas,
other dude's name?
some states where you can go platinum in Texas alone, they really
Boss
support each
D-Lo.
other.
He sound the same too.
Yeah,
Boss man
Boss
D-Lo.
D. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Coming out of
hold on.
Florida.
Now,
He
wait a minute.
sound the
No,
same
wait a
too.
minute. I ain't gonna let you do that to him. That was some new
No.
shit. That was something new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's still the same cadence. Every song is the same. It's da da
Yeah,
da
yeah.
da da.
That's
Da.
it. Yeah. I see what you say. Yeah, but I'm saying his style was something that we had
Yeah.
never heard before. Whatever the fuck that shit
Right.
was, we had never heard it before.
But
No,
the
no,
thing about it
everybody.
is, all
I
these
agree.
things
Yeah.
have waves, and they got to make sure that they catch it on their wave because it's not long lasting like you see LL Cool J or the E40s
Right.
or Ice
Right.
Cubes and Scarface stuff like that. They did
Right.
it for 10, 20 years, and it was always they were always on top. When these cats come out, they got a 5, 6, 7 year window, and then that stuff
Right.
is, man, we moving on to somewhere else, man. That
Yeah,
stuff don't
if that
last.
long, even if that long, I think that might be too long of a window to be real.
Yeah.
Right.
So
They make
I,
one album and they probably done.
and I like what
Right.
they're doing though. The money bag yo's. I mean, he hitting it hard, feet to the pavement and going to the bag. But I like what they doing. They getting their money. My only thing is I wish that they kept it in the studio and not and wasn't killing each other. That's my only issue with it, man.
Right.
Just get the money, man. You don't have to take nobody's life. You got these like Lil Durk, his situation, getting all that money, and then now you locked up behind what? And I mean, I understand you roll for each other, but bro put itself in those situations. So you're gonna trick your life off and your family life off behind somebody else's action. It don't make sense, man. Get the money, man.
Right.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
At that. I'm down
I
the train.
agree.
Let me ask y'all this, because on the
So
topic
we
is
was
like
just
listening and
go ahead.
understanding. We talk about rap music. A lot of people like if you don't understand, you know how lingo with us, our culture, lingo and slang changed so much. It changed almost monthly, right?
Yeah.
So I've always said if you don't understand the
Yeah.
lingo or the slang, then you can't even understand the music. Period. Right? And so I'll just say a regular white person or somebody not in the culture listening to rap music, my theory is that they're not really even listening to the right way. I feel like a lot of people don't even know how to listen to rap music. Like Keon was saying, they hear the beat. I like the beat. Oh, I like the melody. That's enough for me. Oh, I got to dance to it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't really understand the skill part of it that comes into like a Lloyd Banks. If Lloyd Banks would say something or Eminem or have these triple entendre raps, I don't even think people grasp the skill and talent of that, the everyday listener. Do you all agree with that?
Um,
I agree with it. Go ahead.
Like,
Yeah.
any girl you ever dated talked about how Eminem did the scheme where the scheme of where you know what I mean, or just they dug deep into the way the nigga rapped, or they just like, yo, I like that rapper, he's cute.
No. Mm-mm. It always on that beat. That sound good. Matter of fact, I got a lady with me right now. Do you be digging deep in the lyrics?
No, definitely not.
You just go based off the beat, right? Whatever make your ass shake, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That's the
So
problem.
you like the producer better than the rapper, and really in that situation,
Exactly.
the producer really.
Exactly.
I mean, eventually I listen to the lyrics, but
Yeah, but
definitely
you go
not.
straight to the beat, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay then.
definitely first about
All
the
right.
beat.
That's the answer.
Music.
That's
And
the
I feel like
problem.
hip hop is so big that majority of the fans are casuals now. It's not like it was where it was almost a culture. It was a culture. Now it's just a genre, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But while you speak on that point, you also have to look at the. And I'm gonna get kind of deep on y'all podcast real quick, but you
Yep.
got to look at this. You got to
Come
look at the
on with
spiritual
it.
aspect
Come on with
of
it.
it all as well. The music is spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. Um, it talks about it in Bible times. The devil was he was in the choir. He was music. Music made biblical people do different things. David danced out of his clothes. So music is always, even in Africa, the symbolic things that they do is music does something. Beats and instruments do something to your spirit, and those demonic forces they take over. It's certain artists have a demonic spirit that they push. Certain artists have drug addiction spirit that they push. Other artists have a sexual spirit that they push. And when you listen to their music, like R. Kelly, for instance, every time he dropped the album, your spirit went all the way to sexuality.
Right.
Some of
Right.
these rappers, as soon as they start talking, your first instinct, you start thinking about murder and who the ops
Right.
are. And I mean, like back in the day, I remember when I was wilding out, you throw Tupac on, I'm riding. I'm ready to. We gonna set the club off. Lil Jon and Eastside Boys, when they do something on, your instinct was, oh yeah, it's up, it's on. So we also have to look at the demonic forces behind some of the music and how it's portrayed and who's doing it and how does your mental think when that type of music comes on, because music it's a spiritual thing, and we don't really grasp it because we don't think about it. We just think we listening to music. But when we listen to that music, that stuff is depositing into our mind, into our frame, and we react to it.
No, I agree. I agree with that. A thousand. It's like a chant. You know, they talk about chanting. You chanting a chorus and a chant. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
And so
Some
wild.
people say it's a vibration. It's some
Yeah,
type of vibration.
yeah. I've even seen some wild shit where some of the dances that we think we come up with here in America, they doing that shit over there in Africa and all the other countries. They doing the same exact dances. Just you said the drums and all that. It's like tribal almost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm with all of that. And they say the sword is as sharp as the tongue. All that shit he say can come to life. So I'm with that, and I do think I do think, I mean, as crazy as it sounds, it needs, like you said, the minute you hear Cardi B on the song, as soon as you hear Cardi's voice come on and say, my dick get hard. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I get erection every time I hear Cardi voice.
Yeah, you got a soul tie with Cardi B. She in your spirit.
He is. I be watching hip hop.
Wait, listen. Well, speak. Since we on that subject, what do you think of female rap? I mean, like specifically. I mean, since we talking about the understanding of music, and a lot of people understand her music, but they're not getting her music. So, like, what do you think of the culture of female rap right now? What's your take on it?
Ratchet. That,
That's it, Ratchet. That's
that's it.
it.
Ratchet. I mean, the more ratchet they
That's it.
are, the more they gonna sell. So I don't listen to a lot of them. I listen to Cash Dial a little bit, but like Sexy Red and all that, I don't that that ain't it.
about you?
I,
Do
I
you
agree
think it's
with
gonna
Gary,
have
man.
longevity?
I don't really like it, man, because it's like y'all said, man. That's all they doing, just pushing sex, man, for real. I mean, it's nothing different at all. Like, only chick I feel like that's dropping bars for real, and then she's a whole dyke is Young Ma. But I mean, she's damn near a boy. That's a whole man, so shit. Everybody got the same
So you
agenda
telling me,
when it
hold
comes
it,
to
hold
that
it. I ain't
shit,
gonna let you
man.
do that. I ain't gonna let you do that, Keith. I ain't gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you
Don't
do
let
that.
them get away
Not,
with it. Don't let them get away. Don't let
What
them get
happened?
away.
What?
Don't let them get away.
hold
Don't
on.
let them get away.
The only chicken rapping like this, Young M.A. You think Young
No,
M.A.
say it
rap
again.
better than
Say it again.
Lotto? You think Young M.A. rap better than Lotto?
Yes, sir.
You think she rap better than
Young
Bia?
and May. Uh, I don't know about that one, but for sure, Lotto. Yes. Young Ma.
I
Y'all don't
smash
think
Young M.A.
so?
too. I ain't gonna front. I smash Young M.A. I ain't gonna
Oh
front.
man.
uh,
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, man.
But nah, I think it is prostitute rap though. I'm with you. It's more about, hey, let me smash him. Let me get his
They
money.
selling
Let me.
pussy for sure.
It's like they want to do what we did. Like how dudes want to dog women, they just want to dog men now, and that's what it is. Like the R&B chicks the thing. Remember all them R&B songs used to just dog men. Pay my bills. Can you pay my bills? You a scrub. Now they just rapping and now they rapping.
but
Right.
it's just not dogging men though. It's the way that they portray
They as business. That's what.
themselves, and then they want respect as a woman, but you selling something else.
Mm.
Right.
Boy, that is it. That ain't just in music neither though. That ain't just in music neither. We see that on social media. I see girls with their ass out every day and then make a comment about somebody making a comment about their ass. I'm like, that's all you showing us is ass. What else am I?
Right. All of a sudden, the nigga thirsty. Come on, man. What you expect?
So I keep
that's
my
true,
water.
man. That's true, man.
I keep my water.
Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
The irony is crazy.
well, listen. Let me let me ask you this. So, of course, everybody wanted to talk about the Drake and the Kendrick beef. You know, what was your take on it? Like, I'm pretty sure everybody thought Drake won, but I just want to know your take on it, Kerry. What you think about what happened this whole
Sir,
last
sir,
year?
nobody thought Drake won. Sir, nobody thought Drake won first off.
Oh, I know he didn't. We know he didn't win.
I was just gonna say,
That's what you just said. You said we all thought Drake won.
nah. Yeah, man. He backed out
Oh, I
quick.
Um,
meant to say Kendrick.
And J.
I
Cole
meant to
knew to
say
be like,
Kendrick.
man, hell no, I'm not about to get in this neither.
I don't. I really didn't have an opinion. I thought it was just it was a selling point for what was to come, which was the Super Bowl. So it sold the Super Bowl halftime show.
But none of that, nothing
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar said
pretty
about a
much.
cultural divide. You ain't
Yeah.
buying none of that shit.
Said
How
What
and then what Kendrick said is about a cultural divide. You're not buying none of that, huh?
he's part of it.
Talk about it. Would you elaborate on that for me, please?
I mean, he's and please don't get me wrong. I'm really not a Kendrick fan.
Me,
But
me either. Keep going. Keep going.
it's just
I
I
ain't
don't I
either.
don't
I ain't either. I ain't either.
yeah. So I really couldn't even I really can't elaborate on it too much because I don't follow him like that. But um, Drake is somebody that's going if you want to get into something and promote something and get your number up, go after Drake. And if Drake respond, guess what? Your number's about to shoot up. So he
Mm.
helped his career, just like what was the other rapper they J. Cole when he threw out his diss song. Man, he killed Kendrick on it. And he was spitting straight facts. I mean, you gotta start a beef to get the attention that you're looking for because you're really not hot. I mean, you hot in on the West Coast, but man, don't nobody listen to Kendrick like that, man.
Right. Right. You're right. Nobody really listened to Kendrick Lamar. Like, I really just started hearing him just because of that diss song. And I really didn't think the diss song was all that great. It grew on me, you know.
Just started hearing Kendrick Lamar on the diss song.
Yeah, you tripping with that one. Now I ain't gonna say he been just trash. I mean, don't kill my vibe and
Yeah,
No. Let me rephrase. Let me rephrase that. No, I was listening to songs like that, "Kill My Vibe," and "Women Pools." I love them type of songs, but you know, I wasn't like listening to whole albums and stuff like that. But I had totally forgot about him until he came out with the diss album. Him and Drake was going back at it, like he had fell off the place of fell off the planet, because I ain't hear nothing about him for a while until he jumped on that song with Future.
yeah. I tell you the truth, I really wish J. Cole would have stayed in it though.
Me too.
But now that would have been something right there.
Me too. Me too. And I almost can't even.
Would you consider him positive?
I was a fan.
Would you consider him positive, right?
Yes.
J. Cole? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. But you see, he's not forced on us like some of this other stuff though.
Right. Yeah. He actually has substance, whether it's, and like I said, it might not all be positive, but like that one song he was talking about breaking his virginity or whatever, you know what I mean? Or he's talking about his crooked smile or whatever. I mean, he's talking about things that ain't just sex, drugs, and rock and roll, basically. You know what I mean? Because that's really what it is. It's sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yep.
Or dope slang. I forgot about, trapping. I forgot trapping and trapping. Which I guess that goes to the drugs category.
Before we go, I got one last question for you, Kerry. Who was your all-time favorite rapper, or maybe favorite rap group of all time? Like,
oh man, that's easy.
Like, that's your number one go-to.
Or Ice Cube. That's it for me. Ice Cube.
Today was a good day, huh? That's it. Say Ice Cube. Today was a good day, huh?
All that.
So the fact that everybody knows that Ice Cube really wasn't a gangster, it don't even matter, huh?
Nah, because it wasn't really. I don't know. You don't know these rappers personally.
Mm-hmm.
You know them. It's entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
That's with the streets. That's also with if you keep it 100, that's also with gospel music. You don't know them people with how their lives are when they're at home, but are they entertaining?
That's true.
That's what I pay for. I don't pay for their personal life. I pay for entertainment, because nothing that they do in their personal life is probably gonna help me in my personal life, because we probably have the same struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know them like that. So I can't judge them, and I don't try to judge them on that. But are you entertaining? Is your music good? Okay, cool. Once again, if you really a gangster like that in the streets, I don't want to be around you anyway, because ain't no telling. Come to your show and they light it up. I don't want to be there.
Guilty by association.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of that. I mean, that's I don't know. I think I'm older and I'm more mature. And I was in it. We had shows where, unfortunately, some of that violent stuff happened. But yeah, it's nothing I glorify, and it's nothing that I'm proud of. Those incidents, but you can't control other people's actions.
Word. Meanwhile, Jim Jones is extorting Tekashi 6ix9ine with a bunch of gang members. Like what we doing?
But you know that's the weird thing though. Like even with my guy, I love him to death. I love his change. I love his movement. I love what he's doing. But like which I think about Steven Jackson.
Action.
He pushes like I think his voice is powerful in what he can be, but he can't move from the streets. Like he's like sometimes, and I don't want to say he's trying to prove that he's a street guy, like going to when he went to Chicago and he just had to show that he was on O Street. That's not necessary for where you're going. That was what you did back then. But what did that profit to show that you can hang on O Street with all your jewelry on and all that? And
A millionaire hanging out in the projects. What are you
right,
doing?
what did that prove? It didn't prove anything in my opinion. But maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he got something out of it.
Our kids probably looking at that like, oh, he down there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But to us, we like, okay, you down there, so what? I mean, shit, who ain't never been down there, you know?
When
I'm not gonna send my kid down there. I don't care if Michael Jordan himself was in Chicago on O
Right.
Street.
Right.
when that man got choked out by the police and we found out that him and Steven Jackson was real cool, that I
Yeah,
feel like he started getting a voice that maybe, like you said, he wasn't really ready for yet.
yeah.
And he's kind of going back and forth between Muslim and street. He's like stuck between street and being a Muslim, and it's like you get like you said, it's like that Tupac shit where I wonder why they call you bitch, and then next thing you know, it's like, hey, fuck you, bitch. It's like, yo, what?
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, man, I ain't dissing on him or nothing. I love Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes and what they doing with all the smoke and the movement. I love the power that his voice has and the things that he do. But sometimes, like I say, man, you kind of get caught up with trying to prove who you are, or just to show people that you still connected to the streets. Which, man, that you can lose your life doing that, man.
And I feel like that's the key for the camera, because when Stack played here, I hung out with Stack a few times. He's really is a wild dude. He's a really street dude. He's really about that or whatever. That's what I first heard. I was like, "You from Port Arthur?" I was like, "Only time I heard of Port Arthur is from UGK." I was like, "Oh, you from where UGK from?" Okay.
Yeah. Port Arthur, Beaumont, it's all right there together down there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Stack's the real deal, but so is Ron Artest. But you don't see Ron Artest doing all that. You know, Ron Artest hanging out in Queensbridge with all these niggas from Queens talking about, hey, I can go back to Queensbridge. You don't need to do it. If you can, you can. It's not a nigga, you're 40. You're 40 something, 50, so whatever old you are, nigga, who cares? It's almost like an old nigga with TVs and rims on his car. It's like, nigga, you supposed to have rims and TV in your 50s. Niggas in their 20s, in their early 20s and teens ain't supposed to. That's why they doing it. Nobody care about a 50, 60-year-old nigga with rims on their car.
Right. But yeah, you ain't got to talk about me with rims on my truck though.
So you directly talking to me, huh? You directly talking to me.
No, but I've done it. I've done it my whole life though, man. That's just me.
It's just and what I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a different look. It's like a 20-year-old with rims on his truck. It's like, oh shit, a 20-year-old rims on his truck. But you see a grown man, it's like, okay, he got rims on his truck.
Yeah. I got you.
Or a grown man in a Ferrari. You see an old white man in a Ferrari, you don't care. You see a young man in a Ferrari, you're like, yo, what the hell this young dude did to get a Ferrari at 22?
You see a black man, period, in a Ferrari, because the first thing you're gonna do is ask him what you do for a living.
What team
But you don't ask that white man.
How'd you get it? Yeah, exactly. How'd you get it? Oh, he must play for a basketball team, or he must play for a football team.
That nigga be 6 foot tall or have muscles. Yeah, you definitely played ball. Nigga couldn't do nothing but play.
Never ask him if he a doctor or nothing. The first thing we think is he play sports or he rap.
Right. Oh, he gotta be a rapper. He gotta be a rapper. Look at all that them chains around his neck. He gotta be a rapper. He can't be nothing else but a basketball player, a football player.
So
Like,
since we
no,
on this,
sir,
let
I'm
me.
a doctor.
Hey, I know this y'all show, and I'll be having a lot of questions, but I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Speaking on that level, um, if you go to a church and you see a pastor pull up with a nice car on rims, what is y'all reaction to that?
I'm turning around. I'm leaving.
So why is that? Because and the reason I ask you this is you can pull up to a stadium
Mm,
to an athlete,
mm,
a car on rims. You can
mm,
pull up to a concert, a
mm,
musician,
mm.
car on rims, but a preacher can't have nice things.
It's not
Why?
that
Why?
nice things, but when it comes to God, because those are everything. Everybody else you name is an entertainer, and they're not the man of God and supposed to be living by the word. It's kind of like you talk about gospel. We kind of look at them a certain way when we shouldn't. So in my head, I'm looking at a pastor like he should be living a certain way. And if he's outshining everybody like this, and he's throwing it in our face, and you hear shit like only what's that saying? I'm not really a Bible guy, but there's that saying where only a rich man can't even get through the needle of the eye of a needle or something like that.
Yeah, it's harder for him to get through. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got it.
you know what I mean. So that's what makes me go like, hold on, something ain't right here. Especially if the church don't look like it's worth the nothing.
What about you? Because
I was just about to
I'm
say
I'm on
that.
the total opposite side of that one.
Okay.
All right, all right. No. I agree with him just a little bit because, like, I wouldn't discriminate. I mean, I feel like that, you know what I'm saying, he's more connected with the community, if, you know, if he got rims, because if they allow it, then it must be cool. You know what I mean? I would just more question, like, what is he doing besides just being a reverend? You know, what would be the fascination for a reverend to want to be in rims, right, on gold Dayton's? Like, what's the fascination for a pastor to want to do that? I get if he want to ride clean, I get that, but the rims, I don't know. I like Noah said, it's kind of particular way that I would like to see my reverend living. Not saying that he can't, you know, be lavish, but if he riding on rims, I would kind of question, like, what's going on with him, man? What's his mind of thinking?
Okay, but yeah, I yeah, I'm totally on the opposite because for me personally, I really couldn't see myself in a ministry where a preacher's pulling up in a dress slouchy and looking like he's, because that gives me no hope. When you look at the person that's leading me, I want them to look like something that, okay, I'm pushing to get somewhere else. You know what I mean? If you're a leader in and we can say, I'm gonna say ministry, but say you're a sickly guy. So you're leading a flock, a sickly flock, because most people are going to gravitate to what you're doing. So if you're just like a sickly person, I don't, it'll be hard for me to be under that and just because that's what the preacher out today. He's sick, he going through this, he going through that. And I'm just using sickly as a base for you to kind of grasp in your mind. But like somebody that just doesn't have anything, and you just look and you don't have anything, what's the next level for you if there's nothing there. I'm and I'm not saying that money is the the end goal, but the Bible never says that people on earth should not have money, should not have nice things. And I know people say, well, Jesus, when he was here, he didn't have blah blah blah, this, that, and this. That's not because he couldn't get it. That was because he had to live a modest life. He had to blend in because people wanted to kill him. So he couldn't just be out here brass and doing whatever he wanted to do, because that, for one, that wasn't his mission, and number two, yeah, the people. I mean, he had to be discreet about how he was moving. Um, I don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know I was talking a long time.
No, you good, man. You good. You good, man. That's a different perspective because I mean, I think it's because we're so conditioned to seeing a pastor be a certain way. So when we're seeing a pastor now, especially in this now day and age where all different types of pastors, you know, they preaching, you know, different ways to get congregations to come in. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
mean, nowadays I can see why, you know, a reverend pulling up in rims, you know, maybe got speakers in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? I can see that that could be common, but you know, being that we conditioned to seeing a reverend looking a certain, and then on top of that, most when we was growing up, most of the reverends they were older. You know what I'm saying? They was um like in their 50s, late 60s, and stuff like that. Nowadays, these reverends, they more younger and stuff. They more like in their late 30s or, you know, mid 40s, maybe even their 50s, you know. So times has definitely changed in that aspect. You know, I wouldn't judge, but, you know, of course, you know, in your mind, you always think like, what do he do besides just preaching, you know, but that's just that mindset that we didn't have back in the day, seeing a reverend be a certain way to now, you know, and I think that's where the judgment comes and stuff to me.
I think from my side, I never looked at a reverend as a leader. I never always looked at him as a nigga that's just reciting what he thought something meant out of whatever he read, and people just listen. That's how I always took it. As like whatever he's reading, he's going to tell you how he interpreted it, connected to him, you know, some little message or whatever, for you to relate to, and that's all. I never looked at him like that. And then so I know that the money's coming in. People are donating to this church. And like I said, if it's one of those churches that are real nice and he has a nice car, I probably won't think nothing of it because it matches. You know what I mean? But if the church is in the hood and it's you know what I mean, the rug is coming up and shit like that, and he's driving a Mercedes with rings on and all that, I'm like, yo, why ain't he putting the money into the church? Or Miss Johnson died and she need help burying, she need help getting buried, and this nigga's driving a Benz with rims on. It's like, yo, where's the money going? The money's supposed to be going to the community, but it seems to be going, and I could be wrong, I could be totally wrong, but it just looks that way to me. The optics look crazy.
Yeah, that and that's another good point. People don't understand the insides of a healthy, strong ministry. The ministry that I'm in, the pastor don't even he don't even touch the money.
Mm,
There's a whole trustee board that gives him his salary. That's one thing. But also we have to understand a lot of ministers, preachers, they had jobs before they started doing full-time pastoring. So some of them come into with money because of how they managed their money before they took those positions
true.
to even teach the flock how to be prosperous while he leads them in ministry. We never looked at it like that. We just think that oh yeah, he taking money from the church. But some of these people put in more money into ministry than they do take out.
But let me ask you this: why is that? Why do we have that mindset to where we thinking already that okay, this reverend he's getting over us, so he think he might be taking this money? Why do we all of a sudden have that mindset? All of a sudden, where did that come from?
Because we don't take the because we always have an opinion on the outside looking in. That's number one. Number two, we don't want to take the responsibility of getting in and learning. So that's an easy way. That's an easy excuse on why I don't go, is because I'm looking at him and what he's doing. When at the end of the, if you really got in there and learn real optics of ministry, you would see that that's far from the truth in most ministries. Like in a healthy ministry, that's far from the truth, because before the money even touches a preacher's hand, it goes through the trustee board. So there's a trail. Do you understand? Most people don't even understand if money went straight to the preacher and the government came in and did an audit on that church, man, that they'll shut that whole thing down, man. There has to be a paper trail of how certain things work, and that's why like bro man was saying, the rug can be messed up and all that stuff and nobody cares, is because it's not operating right. A ministry that's flourishing is not going to let the carpet be jacked up like that, because for somebody that's coming in for the first time, that's the first thing that they're going to see. And then their mind is just going to go to, man, I ain't coming to this church, man. Look at this mess.
Right.
Why would you not take care of God's house, which that's what the church is supposed to be.
Right. And then I see him, and I was like, I bet you his house look nice.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Automatically, like you said, outside looking in, it just automatically puts you in that. Well, damn, that.
Yeah.
I mean, that stepson mindset or something.
And we all and just be honest. The first time you go into if you really not into church, most of us really don't even like man, church, I'll turn that off. I don't change subject or whatever. We always looking for a reason why we don't want to do it, instead of finding the reasons to do it.
Like working out.
Yeah, like you'll go, like say you met a chick will be like, hey, only way I'm gonna talk to you is if you go to church with me. I'm gonna go to church with her, but it ain't gonna do no good. But you just show up. So now you looking for things to not make it work. Oh, I don't want to go because I seen him at the bar yesterday anyway. Yeah, I remember her. Man, look at the pews, man. It's all jacked up, and oh man, the ceiling leaking. But guess what? If that ceiling is leaking and you're a roofer, somebody that can work on the roof,
Right.
come in and fix the roof.
Right.
And that, right there, I started to cut you off, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a community of people, doctors, lawyers, roofers, all these people coming together and helping the community. But I mean, of course there's some that do it, but as many churches as there are, I don't see it being realistic. You know, where is all this money going?
You got to find the right one, man. You got to lead and go to the right ones. I can say I have encountered some great ones because I took my time and went in and it just connected. And I've had great experiences with church. And I know some crooked ones. I know some. I know a good. I know some good. I know a good spot in y'all area up in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
real good spot, man. And y'all would love him. I mean, he got something going. I mean, you look at him and he gonna be dressed in little designer stuff, but that was because of the progress. He didn't start there, but that's where God has elevated him and took him to. But at the same time, you said you don't look at preachers as leaders. I mean, yeah, he's a leader of men. And you know, the main thing is when you go in there, you have to go in with the right mind frame.
Right.
You know, not I'm looking for something to make me not want to be there, but to find all the reasons that make you want to be there.
Right.
And I didn't mean to turn this into a church thing, man. That's just
No. That's real.
It always happens, man.
That's real. And once you, I mean, I don't know if you feel comfortable, but tell the people what church you coming from. What church? Like what you say you started to become a pastor, deacon?
No, man, I'm Carrie, man. Everything somebody can do with a title, I can do as just me. But my church is I go to I go to Grace Cathedral, which is in Oak Cliff, Dallas, right in the heart of the hood. Grace Cathedral, if y'all ever in the area.
Shout out to
Pastor,
them. Shout out.
yes, sir. Pastor Nathaniel Green, Senior.
Did Luka Doncic ever make an appearance?
Shout out to
Never,
them.
never.
Hey, Kerry, you got a Luka Doncic fan. He loves Dallas Mavericks, man. He going through it right now, man.
Who was that? Oh, him.
How you feel about him being at the Lake Show now, man?
Hey, man. Hey, shout out to my Lakers, baby. We back.
I know, bruh got something to say. I'm waiting on bruh. That's his boy. That's his boy.
Bro, I don't even want to get into that
You
tonight.
put up that finger. Come on.
Man,
What? Why not, man? Come on, man.
But they got a plan, man. They got a plan, man. You gotta let the plan work out, man. Watch.
They say trust the process. Okay.
KD gonna be in Dallas next year. Watch.
He needs to. He need to retire too. But that's another story.
For real? You believe that? You really believe that?
What is he playing for?
He said what he
You
said.
believe that?
What is
He said what he said.
He's definitely not playing to win basketball games.
So hold on, Kerry, man. Hold on. You can't get away with that, man. So you telling me that KD going to Dallas? You believe he going to Dallas? So you think him and AD can play together?
That's what they did.
Him, AD, and Kyrie. And Clay. Come on, man.
That'd be silly.
They not great.
They need all the help in the world. Give KD all the help in the world because he need it.
Man, they just raised the ticket prices. How do you trade your franchise player, but then raise your ticket prices? Tell the people you're gonna raise your ticket prices for next year, and you don't have a plan. Man, these people ain't crazy, man.
The same night Kyrie break his leg.
Yeah,
ACL.
The same day.
Yeah, we talking about God, ain't we? Yeah. Yeah, look at God. Look at God. Trading Luka Doncic like that. Lost your motherfucking mind.
Hey, they gonna be all right though.
Hey, we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it on that note right there, man. I do appreciate y'all coming on today, man. Really appreciate it, Kerry.
Thank y'all. Appreciate that, man.
We really appreciate
yes, sir.
it.
Kobe. He don't know. I'm a Lakers fan for real, for life.
Hell no, man.
You want to give your social media out? You want to give any of your social media out, Kerry, to anybody out here to the world? You want to give your social media shots out?
No, man. I don't get no clicks or nothing, man. I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like Gary, man. I'm gonna be on a humble note. I ain't gonna
Hold
say
on, before we go, hold on, Keon, before you say what you say, because you got some new music coming out too, right?
Yes, sir. I actually do. Yes, sir.
Well,
so what you got?
You gonna pump it or what?
I got a little something.
You got singles or you got an album? What is it? What you got?
No, right now I'm just working on the EP, man. Like I said, this shit fun to me, man. I'm not really taking it as serious like I should be, but I'm just working on an EP, like probably like a 5-song, maybe 6-song EP. I'm just trying to get the songs together right now because I'm working with this producer. Because I was doing it all wrong, big bro. Like I was getting beats off of YouTube and shit, and I'm like, oh, I still got to pay these motherfuckers, man. So it's like I end up linking up with this producer down in Muncie and shit. So he sent me like a little beat pack. And right now I'm just choosing the songs that that people feeling this shit, and I'm just drop this EP.
Hey, speaking of that, you know that song Bobby Shmurda, the song that Hot Nigga?
Yeah.
You know the story behind that beat, right?
Nah. Well, tell me.
That beat was on a Lloyd Banks mixtape like 2 years before that song came out.
You lying?
That was on Lloyd Banks rapped that shit like 2 years. He, like you said, it was a beat that he didn't pay for. He just rapped over it, put it on a mixtape. Bobby Shmurda paid for the beat, and boom.
Nah, I wasn't enlightened on that.
Worst thing that could have happened to you, my nigga, is that you used one of them YouTube beats and you made a crazy hit.
Yes, sir.
That would have been the worst thing that ever happened to your life. You'd have been the brokest nigga with a hit you ever seen.
Mad as hell. I gotta go to court.
I know, right? I was just about to say that.
They're gonna take my ass to court. So yeah, I just want to do everything the right way. Like I said, I was just doing it for fun, man. Like whatever this, that beat snap. I'm just hopped on it. That was literally it. Type beats. That's why I was doing big time, man. I want a Future type beat or whatever, Little Baby type beat, whatever they rocking with. That's what I was on big time. That type beats type
Key
shit. So
type,
yeah,
fuck them niggas, man. Find a 2 key type beat. Fuck them niggas, man.
you right.
Yo, if I
Yeah,
find
you right. Yeah, you right. You right.
get your own door. But man, with the music that you already made, can they find it on YouTube, Instagram? Where can they find it?
They can find it on YouTube right now. I'm still working on trying to get everything like on Apple and Spotify and shit like that. But for right now, you can follow me on or subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is official two E Key.
Okay.
I got 3 videos up as of right now. That's new. I got an old video on there. That's when that's when y'all knew me.
Hey,
But I got 3 videos right now.
That's cool. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, my nigga. If you ever want to do a song about getting land or life insurance, let me know. I got a 16 for you.
It's a bet. I got you. I'm gonna get the chorus ready tonight, big bro. I got you. That's nothing but a word.
Life.
Da 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 da.
Hey, well, if you need a gospel verse, let me know. I got you. I got you on that.
I got you, brother. You locked in now, bro.
Hey, it'll be a fucking hit too. It'll be a fucking hit too.
That's a bet. That's a bet.
Support the locals, especially the young ones.
Don't support. I love that, man. Appreciate that for real.
Old ass rap niggas, man. Support the young niggas, dog.
Man, that's love. I appreciate that, man. I'm learning every day, man. So yeah, I'm learning every day.
As a matter of fact, they're going to collab right there. I'm an old school, he a new school. Hey.
Yeah, for real.
Bam, there you go. Right there. Right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let it be organic, and if it happens, it happens, you know?
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I agree with that totally, for sure. We could do that. Yes, sir.
Take us out, EK.
Well, yeah, man, I want to appreciate everybody watching, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Appreciate everybody. And appreciate our guests too as well, Carrie, Keon. Appreciate y'all coming on. And thanks for everybody else for watching this show. And we out of here. Peace, love, and hair grease.